Welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about artificial intelligence as a productivity partner. Let me start with this slide deck. Today we'll be talking about proposal writing, data monitoring, reporting, and the communication, and how we can leverage artificial intelligence in all of those. The efficiency gap in modern workflow. If we see without using AI and using AI, there is significant difference, whether it's in terms of drafting proposals, cleaning data, or rewriting reports of our projects. And the evidences and the practice shows that with the assistance of artificial intelligence, it can save up to 30 to 50% of time, which is efficient way of working, definitely. And uh, Obviously, while drafting proposal or cleaning data or rewriting reports, it's a heavy task, and the AI is really relieving those efforts and time that takes. However, there is key reminder for all of us to know that artificial intelligence is not here to replace our work, but it is here to assist and support. See, drafts material, and it starts at 60%, not from the zero. We can straight away start our work from the 60%. However, at the end, human oversight is really important, and it needs humanization. We can't just finalize whatever AI generates for us. We need to have a thorough look at it and realign the terms and terminologies that it has used. We just have to synchronize our thinking and what AI has given us. So again, reiterating, it does not start from zero. While the human effort, sometimes we just have to start from the blank paper and brainstorm and take a lot of time, write, rewrite, think. All of those will be eradicated by the use of artificial intelligence. Now, when we need to accelerate our proposal development, first AI can really help to brainstorm the context, objectives or outcomes, and the risk or whatever the elements that we require in proposal development. It can just generate in a second, while the human effort will take a lot of time and effort in bringing up to that mark. And in the second point, it helps to remove duplications. It improves the flow of the writing, and also it helps to align and sync between objective and the outputs and the activities. And also in terms of budget narratives, it can really help to justify cost and staffing alignment to improve the donor's confidence. Likewise, if we see the slide, the zero draft technique, we just have to give input. For example, input a prompt. We say, let's say that generate a concept note outline for a climate resilient agriculture project targeting yields in rural Nepal. If we give this prompt to the artificial intelligence or AI, it just generates from the blank um, to a certain structure outlines that we see in the value column. It can generate context. Context might include pastel, political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal context. and it gives certain objectives. If we limit it to just two or three, that would be more nice. Likewise, it can generate other outputs following different activities. And it can also contribute in doing stakeholder analysis and the risk analysis as well. All of the ones that we really require in the program development process can be um, easily generated by the AI. Now, once the proposal is finalized and when it enters into the implementation, again we are entering in the next phase of implementation, followed by monitoring or data tracking for the specific project. So AI can really help as analyst for our data. It can really help cleaning data. Sometimes we have mismatched data or we have values missing in certain sections, and if we give good prompt, clear prompt, then it can help to identify mismatches and missing data. And also it can check consistency from, for example, target uh, value is something, let's say 60, and we achieved just 40, and the narrative is if something not aligning, it can just check whether it's consistent, aligned or not. Sometimes if we have big bunch of data in spreadsheet or Excel, then it can help to summarize those data and also identify its trends and also helps to predict for the future as well. So it's really helpful stuff to track data and also monitoring the project data. And AI scans reports to flag where qualitative narrative contradicts quantitative evidence. As I said earlier, if quantitative data or information is not consistent with the narratives, then it can just flag up for our easy review as part of our monitoring. And during the report writing process, it can be really helpful to draft a comprehensive and flawless write-up if we have just notes from the field. For example, in the input tab here, you can see one point says 250 farmers trained, second point says 40% of women participation, and third point saying 3 irrigation systems constructed. And when you ask AI to generate a professional report, then it will give outputs something like given in this box, which says during the reporting period, the project successfully trained 250 farmers, achieving 40% female participation rate. Additionally, 3 new irrigation systems were constructed to support sustainable agriculture. Likewise, this is just an example. If we have nodes from the field and if we are engrossed to generate report, whether it's monitoring report, project report, or donor report, whatever, just we need to have data or the points, facts and figures with us. Rest, like decoration in the language, making it professional tone, just AI can help us. Likewise, if we just want a summary, an executive summary of long, lengthy report, then we can just ask AI to generate executive summary in a page or two. It just helps to get the crux of the report just in few minutes, less than a minute. It's a massive time saver just to get high level synthesis updates. Now, in terms of communication as well, like we just have to keep tone, whether we want diplomatic tone or concise and direct. That means direct bullet points. It just generates. So just we have to keep the tone either in the email or in any type of communication material. If we ask, if we give prompt to AI, just generate diplomatic tone, or we can make it diplomatic with uh, intelligible terms and in a tone. Likewise, if we want concise, short, direct, then it will create bullet format. Likewise, if we want to convince somebody with our email or communication, then it can generate persuasive tone. So depending on our need, we can just give prompt to AI and it generates for us instantly. However, like while using AI, definitely we have to be ethical. We have to make sure that we protect information data. Therefore, the as far as a golden rule, we don't really, we shouldn't upload sensitive information data in the AI chatbot. For example, let's say beneficiaries name, their personal identification, or confidential financial records. However, in unlike those, we can upload anonymized statistics, general project outlines, publicly available informations, or we can use pseudonyms for the beneficiary's name, or we can put certain values like X and Y, so that we do not explicitly mention the name of the beneficiaries or personal information in the AI chat. And at the end, AI can just draft content. We really need to review it, verify the information that it's giving, check facts and the logic. Sometimes it can just give certain other numbers. Therefore, human oversight, verification, or review is really necessary before finalizing the document. At some point of time, it's because of our rush or urgency, we just send or finalize documents without human verification. That may create problem, or which is not as part of ethical use of AI as well. Sometimes risk factor can be like this information or the content generated by AI can be hallucinating. Sometimes it misinterprets data, and sometimes it can be just overconfident enough to generate the information that we are looking for. Therefore, human oversight verification is really necessary. As an organization, if we are using AI, we really need to regulate it with our policies. We have to clearly mention what can and cannot be shared, and we need to really train staff so that minimum literacy and safe usage and the prompt engineering is there. Prompt engineering is the command or input that we give to AI. Likewise, we need to have protocol for using AI. For example, formal review step for AI generated content. We just can't use whatever it produces and just make it full and final. We need to have all of those governance checklists so that we use it ethically, we make our work efficient, and we thrive all together. Therefore, AI should support decision making but not operate without supervision. Uh, if we ensure government checklist and are regulated by our policies, then it can be really efficient, it saves time, it improves quality, it really supports in analyzing qualitative and quantitative information. However, at all point, human judgment remains essential. Therefore, focus on strategic thinking. Let your AI partner handle your routine. Hope this was helpful. If you find it helpful, please do not forget to share and subscribe. Thank you.